Welcome to another episode of Things You Thought the Bible Said, but it doesn't. If you've had any contact with the Christian world during your lifetime, no matter how brief, you've most likely heard the story of Adam and Eve. You know how they lived in the Garden of Eden, how they walked around naked and gave names to all of the animals. You also know that God told them that they could eat whatever plants and fruits they wanted in the garden except for the apple, which was the forbidden fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That the day that they ate of that, they would die. There's only one problem with that. The Bible never says that the fruit was an apple. So, where does the idea come from? It's hard to know exactly, but a likely case would be that the Latin word for evil, malam, is very close to the Latin word for apple, which is malam. See that little line above it? I'm sure there's a little bit difference in the pronunciation more than I'm giving, but it's very close. Of course, there are other theories. There are those who think the fruit was the pomegranate. Others think that it could have been actually wheat, since the Hebrew word for wheat is katah, which also has been considered to be a pun on ket, which means sin. In some circles, the banana is known as the apple of Eden. There are even those with an agenda, I might add, who suggest that cannabis, pot, wacky tobacco, grass, hash, Mary Jane, you get the picture. They think that that was a possibility for the forbidden fruit. I don't think that's a very strong argument. Now, I personally lean towards the grape as being the forbidden fruit, or at least the wine that comes from the grape when it's crushed. When we go to an extra scriptural resource, the Apocrypha, the book of 1 Enoch, chapter number 31 and verse 4, it describes the fruit, the forbidden fruit, as a type of tamarind-bearing fruit which resembled grapes, extremely fine, and its fragrance extended to a considerable distance. Now, there is a lot more circumstantial evidence, but ultimately, we cannot know for sure. There's no way of knowing if it's even a fruit that we know, and it doesn't really matter. The disobedience is the important detail in the story. So, it may be best for accuracy's sake to just leave it as a nondescript fruit when narrating the story. Scripture did not see fit to tell us, so why guess? We'll see you next time. God bless.